guys, that's Dorota International Nail Artist and Educator, and today I will show you how I'm sculpting a set of the nails. So we have carried on the extension removal, and now I'm just going to shorten the free edge, not too much because Catherine got a quite high hyponychium. So just a little bit, then apply the nail forms, and we will sculpt this set into a coffin shape. I'm using the corner of the file to scratch the surface of the natural nail really nicely. She had been wearing her nail extensions for 11 years, and now it's the time to do a removal and do a fresh set, because sometimes we're doing a fresh set just so they look nicer. Okay, I'm just preparing this nail plate as well. I never remove the gel completely from the nail plate before the extensions, because then later on we have to do the nail prep like I'm doing now, and that's when I remove it completely down to the natural nail. Again, using the corners, so but also at the same time I'm kind of pushing back the cuticles as well. I always keep a tiny bit of the free edge so I can hook the forms underneath. Remove the dust, and we are going to do a little bit of the cuticle work. So grab my cuticle bit. Go one side. So I'm cleaning off anything which is on the nail plate. Put it back into the reverse and do the other side. Okay, once all this part is done, we can clean the dust, dehydrate. I'm just using a nail dehydrator, nice and squeaky clean. And then we can apply the nail forms. So I'm always kind of pre-pinching the nail form, and the hand is much easier to apply it for me that way. Then close it a little bit so you can still squeeze it underneath of the nail. And then just slide it underneath. Okay, on this one I need to cut out. And on this one ideally as well. So I'm going to grab the scissors. And just to make my life easier, I'm going to trim it, the nail form on the side, just so I can pinch it better. Okay, check if it is in the middle, and then once you're happy, start closing it. Catherine got really high hyponychiums on her nails. Mine is like a baby hyponychium on the index, like fingers, especially your thumbs.
My thumbs are really bad, aren't they?
Yeah. And then slide this one. No, come on, slide in, behave. I think this is a set which I have been struggling the most with the foam application. Okay, that's them on. Let's check them. Apply an extra nail prep. So that's again a nail dehydrator. I used to say dehydrator. See, I'm improving my language with the videos. And an universal air bond, so we've got a nice adhesion of the natural nails to the gel, and milk keeping for a change. So normally you see me using this perfect rose milk keeping today because we probably going to go for neons, and if I'm look at this color and if we're going for the neons, it's nice to have this lighter base, so it's kind of makes the color to pop off even more, yeah, than the darker one. So yeah, I'm grabbing the scoop of the product, nice and thin layer. That's it, nice and thin layer on the entire nail, like press it quite decent straight away on this one as well. I will do it two at the same time. And then another scoop of the product, build up the free edge. So we're going coffin shape up to the letter, just over the letter M-ish, medium. Obviously, the longer time you take it shaping your nails with the product, the less filing you're gonna have. I'm kind of like happy medium, so I don't spend too long time on the product application, but also I don't like to spend too long time on the filing either, so try to do it in the middle. This thin layer, I always like to do it a tiny bit more than I needed, because in the case of if I needed to add it more, I can always add it more, and filing is not going to take me long time of that thin bit. So once I have completed this first layer, we are going to cure 30 seconds. We are going to cure 30 seconds so we can do a pinch on them. Okay, that's them cooked, so let's use the pinching clamp and apply it in there. Not all the nails can be pinched. Like, keep that into the mind. If the nails are very weak and prone to lifting, Catherine nails are prone to lifting. We shouldn't be pinching them, but we like to pinch them a little bit. So I don't want to apply the pinching clamp too high up. I'll kind of go in the middle, just so we can get the slender look, especially on this one. Oh, it's so risky, guys. I'm glad actually I can show you pinching on problematic nails. You can see it, how much the pinching clamp takes it. So I'm kind of trying to do it very gently. Okay, I've got it. I'm going to keep it. That's already nicer, much nicer look. Perfect. And we are going to cure it another 30 seconds. Okay, that's them all pinched and cooked. So I'm going to build up the structure now, an apex on them. So we are going to take a nice and thin layer and apply through the entire length of the nail. I've got some fluff in there. Okay, nice and thin layer on the other one. You could even pull the forms down, but I'm just going to keep it. And then pick up a huge scoop to build up our apex. So the nail goes down. And then this large ball, I want to release it from the brush and carry on down the bottom of the nail. This is even too much. Gosh, what I'm doing today. I'm going to give myself so much filing. Okay, cook it. Okay, and then we can apply it on the other one. Gosh, this one is like a Kilimanjaro, is that how you say it? Oh, it's huge. I just give it myself too much filing. Okay, straight away I'm going to pull this nail form down and do a proper nice shape of the nail for a change. So nice and thin layer. Decent ball, but not as huge. Gosh, this is so big. Release it from your brush. And then go one side, other side, one side, other side. This is the correct amount of the product. Oh, guys, there was actually a really nice question. How much product to put on? So basically in the middle finger, I think it was my, how you call it? My brain. This is nice thickness, cured. It was my brain kind of trying to show you what to don't do and what to do. So the middle finger, that's too much product. It's a big no, because then you have to just file it all that down. And so waste of the product as well. Also heat spike can be bigger as well because we've got more product. So don't do that. And then the ring finger was a perfect amount of the product. So you could see it, like see for this length of the nails, for my apex, that will be probably about the right amount of the product. You can see it there on my brush, so that's plenty. But then depending on the finger, because for the thumb, so the amount of the product I have used it for the middle finger, that's the amount of the product I should be using for a thumb. So that's how much product I would use for a thumbnail to build up my structure. I hope this is kind of a little bit helpful. If not, I will try to do it, guys, like a proper video, like different lengths of the nails, and show you maybe a thickness, not on the actual nails because I think it will be too difficult, but maybe on the tips, and then explain all that. So I need to yeah, I'm going to show you that definitely. I should be saying that when we was doing filing and like save your time. So I'm removing the inhibition layer. I talk too much sometimes, guys. And let's shape them. So I definitely gonna have a bit more filing on this nail because I made it a bit too thick. But anyway, we are going to file into a V shape first. So one side and then the other side. Shorten those free edge. And that's what I was talking about, the free edge. The free edge doesn't take as long to get shortened. And it's better if you've got those tiny bit extra product, like not what I did, just to add it on if you need it. Okay, now once we've got this, I'm going to go with this movement like this to bring it higher up. It actually didn't work out too bad. Other side, higher up. Check my filing lines so we can see it. By filing everything what ran into the sides, we already have improved the shape of the nail a lot. Let's get it sharper coffin. And now you can see it, the thickness. So I have made quite a lot of thickness, and the thickness wise, I do really love when the free edge is about a credit card thickness. So let me show you. Actually, this is quite, I'm not going to show you credit card, but this is similar. So this is similar to that. So if we are applying a gel, I would love just the free edge. You cannot have this thickness on your apex area because they would just break and break off. But you can see that this is a thickness where I hope you can see it. Sorry, Catherine, I'm going to put you into all weird and funny positions. But you can see it, guys. This is a thickness I'm going for, like just a credit card thickness at the very end of the free edge at your hairline. So those on those edges, okay? So when I'm filing this movement, This is when I'm thinning it out on the sides, so they are so nice and thin, but only up to this place. Look how my filing, so you've got those shiny place, and this is a place where you want lots of product, okay? And then the filing lines, that's my credit card thickness. Hairline, so this is my hairline. I'm working on my hairline, and I like to lift the hand up and check it how it looks. So I want the credit card thickness here, go around the cuticle area, and I want to blend all this product so you cannot see where the gel is starting and where is a natural nail. Like you want to go with your finger and you want to be not able to tell where is it starting, okay? So after this filing lines, you can clearly see it. Where we want the product to be the thickest. So all this big ball of the product which I have picked up on my brush is there. Like, and if we could measure it like from the side view, you could really see it like there is a decent amount of the product on the side. I hope that this was helpful, because I think that was quite important question asked many times about the thickness of the nails. So again, I have answered it for you, hopefully. And let's do it. This one quickly as well. So coffin shape, and this one, because we didn't put a Kilimanjaro on it, I don't have to file it as much. So one side, other side. Blend it around the cuticle area. I don't have to thin out my free edge because free edge is perfect. Let me check the length. And what will happen now, I had a really thin free edge, because I am shortening it to match the other nail. My extension become much thicker again. So what I have to do I have to file it, this part again. Okay, so let's touch up this one too. This one is a bit too wide. Not wide. Another nails, set of the nails for a festival. Okay, and then once I have done this part, I can start. No, this one is still too. I could carry on like this too for too long. Once I have done this part, I can finally buff it. So when we buff it, the entire surface of the nails become nice, and then that's a time when I'm touching up the apex place, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, and then you can see it the side view. Quite often I like to just finish it up by touching a little bit more, and I'm happy with this nail. Okay, so we've got this nail finished. Do the same in here, and then we can move on into the design, and we have no clue what we are gonna do yet. Oh gosh, this is terrible. We should know. No, we know. We want bright pink. Like, they are going to be a really nice nice bright pink. Of course I have to do the cuticle work as well, so let's do cuticle work now. Okay, blend that out. That's me happy with another nail. Remove the dust and then trim the cuticles. So I have only removed the cuticle from the nail plate. Now I'm just going to clip them a little bit, very little bit, because there is no need of doing the excessive work. And because this is on the kind of nail folds, it doesn't disturb my gel application. That's why I'm doing it at the end. Okay, we're just going to wash the hands and clean them and then start the design. Okay, so part for the design, I have already, guys, painted too, just to save you time watching it. So I'm just cleaning it with the blue scrub, making the skin again really dehydrated. And then we are going to use those 238 and 242, that's those new neon colors, which are absolutely fantastic. So let's do this ones first, because it will, oh no, actually let's do them all. So we are going to have like a 2 main nails, and that's the ring finger and the middle finger. So on that side, I'm gonna paint those pink. And then here, I'm going to paint those pink in there. So in the middle, we've got some purple. And then using the other color, we are gonna paint the other side. If you struggle, like, just grab some smaller brush. And then using the flower brush, I actually really like it for the ombres. I'm going to come up much higher here. You can do it with the smaller brush. That will be probably giving you best coverage. Start blending it to create the ombre. Okay, so keep blending and then cook them. Okay, and then once they cook, let's do the second layer. I actually really like the coverage for the neon colors. Like, I'm quite impressed, I must say. Around the cuticle area, I'm just going to take a back of the form, which we have used it to sculpt the set. I never been them, they are awesome actually, guys. And put 2 drops of those colors in there. My D-liner brush, and I'm just going to go like and be really fussy because I love this set. Like, it's so pretty. So with the small brush, Catherine is really nice client. And that's her most important news of the year. So I think I never paint around with the small brush on your nails. No. See, first time I have to treat her. In general, I don't do it, guys. I don't do it with the small brush around the cuticle area. But then I thought for this set, she goes to festival once a year. I can special treat her. I had another comments, like, I think in some of the videos, like, is your client don't mind that you talk bad stuff about their cuticles? No, I've got amazing clients. It wasn't your video. It was a different lady. I says like, oh, she have been bad at the cuticles or something. No, guys, like, believe it or not, my clients are just best clients ever. I don't know, they just let me do whatever I want. They just let me give them rough if they need it. Slap them if they don't behave. Okay, just keep blending those ombre. I love it on its own, even, to be honest, like, isn't it? Like,
colors mix so well.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, fantastic, like. And then I smudged one. Best color combo ever. I used to do it a lot of those color combo, gosh, 10 years ago, when the neons was so popular. Will be 10 years ago. Gosh, I'm getting old. Okay, so that's the ombre blended in, and again we're gonna cook them. Okay, now once they cooked, we can apply the top coat, and the reason why we want to put some top coat over it is we want to put some chrome in there, and I need to buff that top coat. So top coat this one, because this one is going to be quite simple. Top coat that one. See, when you're also doing those kind of layered looks, I would suggest you take that into the consideration when you're doing the structure. If you would do too thick nails, it will be just far too much, and they wouldn't look attractive at all. I actually really like those neon color Kukoden. And I'm really well impressed. So the chrome which we are going to use is the pale gold one. I really like it. It's a 011. We've got it on the website. So we've got those brushes, guys. Actually grab them while the stock lasts. That's what I wanted to say, because we've got just a few left. They have been gone quite fast, especially with those vertical ombre crazy trend going on. I take it back. I talk too much. Okay, bin this one. So we need to bath them. Okay, and the reason for it is we want the chrome to stick in only into the nails. Only into the place where I draw it, not everywhere. I think it's also give it a nicer look to the nails as well, those extra buffing after the gel polish. So, okay, that's them all buffed. It doesn't take long, really doesn't take... They're not buffed. Okay, let's buff them a bit more. Okay, and then we are going to do those chrome. Okay, so clean them up. Grab this and top coat. So that's just the same top coat. And actually in the summertime, I'm using more of a block the UV, and then winter time high shine. D-liner brush. So I just need to clean it quickly, dip it in the top coat, clean it again, because I like to use this technique when we cleaning the brush that I'm picking up the color which I'm gonna use. Okay, and then on this one I want to go that direction here. Oh, I have wasted my time, guys, by doing those cuticles nice and neat, because now I'm going to go and paint it with the black. So I just wasted my time. So sometimes think of the composition as well, like what you are gonna do, because that wasn't needed. I'm not bothered too much how I'm painting for the chrome, because we are going to use some black in those areas as well. So just a really wiggly painting. And the chrome we have for the chrome, cook it in. We have to cure it exactly 60 seconds, guys. So exactly 60 seconds cure before we rub it in. So when my tip is cooking, I'm going to grab some black foil gel, just a small drop of it in there. And I'm going to grab some white as well. Shouldn't be using your brushes for those kind of stuff, guys. Use spatula. Dorota, use spatula. Don't be lazy, girl. This is terrible sometimes, and then we surprised, like the brush doesn't do a nice lines. Is it cooked? Oh, perfect. That's it cooked. So chrome, and that's, as I say, the 001. Rub it in. Rubbed it in. I quite like to give it a wipe with the finger, and that's why it's important we did buff the top coat off completely, because if we wouldn't, the chrome would stick, see, to the top coat everywhere. So we didn't want it that. We wanted the... Thank you, bye! Yeah. We wanted it to stick and only to... Oh, now it will be nightmare to take off. We only wanted it to take those places. And that looks so amazing on its own, just like this, even like absolutely fantastic. Just all the nails ombre with a tiny bit of this chrome. Okay, so I'm just going to clean it excess with this gentle brush, and then we are going to move into the next step. Dorota, hurry up. So small brush, and I'm going to paint this area black. See, that's why I say I have wasted so much of my time, and I shouldn't be bothered about the cuticle area, like going with a small brush. I have double spoiled Catherine, and there was no need for it. Okay, so go in there and then go around that chrome. This is not my side, so it's more difficult. I have to twist Catherine finger. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. You're so helpful. See how I couldn't love those clients. They're so helpful always. Time consuming this one is because it's around the cuticle area. I should use the bigger brush. And this is called laziness because I could just really swap it for the watercolor brush. Okay, and then on this one, we are going to paint black different. And now I'm gonna grab the watercolor brush so you are not sleeping here on this video. See, so much faster. And perfect. So once this is done, we can cook it, then paint the final design on it. Catherine just says she loves getting compliments on her nails. I take this one. I'm glad you do. But they're nice, they're pretty. They're so nice. Don't you think, guys? Like, they are absolutely amazing. Okay, now we are going to paint just some stars. So I've got the D-liner brush and the white. So like a wee triangle, then I'm going down the way, up, and then the other side. And I've got some star. Different type of star. You could also do it a line in here, and then a line in there, and that gives you the star as well. And then don't use your brush for that. You could see it, my brush was kind of a bit bended, so doing a dots with your brush is extremely damaging for your brush. But I'm just giving a couple of those stardust, you would call it? Yeah. Milky Way, let's paint the Milky Way. Oh, that is super cool. And that's really pretty. So we cook them, put the top coat, and then I can show you final look. You can cook them. Okay, that's them almost cooked. We would show you on both hands, but Catherine had some accident. Ouch. Ouch. And she closed the car doors on her hand.
It's like something you see other people doing. I would never expect myself to do it.
I didn't do it myself, but a friend closed it on my thumb as well. It came off completely. So yeah, we expect Catherine nails to come out eventually, come off, and then once it is long enough, we'll be able to put the extension on it. Hopefully it will heal as soon as possible, so she can have 10 pretty nails, not 9. But I'm surprised that they didn't do the how do you call it, X-ray, to check if there is a tip of the finger is broken, you know. I didn't cure them yet, guys, but that's the finished results of this set. Obviously, we have to clean the skin around, put the cuticle oil so everything looks much prettier, and then take a beautiful thumbnail picture. I hope you have guys really enjoyed this video. I'm sending you big kisses, glittery hugs, and all the best wishes. That's a different ending. Anyway, glittery hugs and bye for now.